Hello everybody, and as you can see we're starting out with lovely technical issues again, but anyway, first things first, I really don't think I have a lot of time at all today, because people left a while ago, and I had to finish leveling the tune I was on at the time, because I don't like stopping mid-level, and it looks like this tune must have gotten stopped mid-level somehow or other, so it's a little strange, because usually I always leave them off right at the beginning of the level. I just now noticed that she's almost at the end of level, so maybe I'll go past level this time. I don't know, but like I said, I really don't think I have a lot of time. Anyway, I'm a repeat performer. This is my Sylvari mesmer, Nocturna pyke. And as you can see, she's level 35 now. And she's just started mapping Wayfarer foothills. I think all she's got is like this waypoint or something. But anyway, yeah, I'm a little thrown by the fact that she's over 80% of the way to level, because I always stop them at the beginning of levels. That's a little strange. But anyway, we're gonna just try to map a little bit of Wayfarer today, while I eagerly await the email telling me when next beta is, because I got the portal after 4 days of torture. But anyway, we're going to go ahead and try to get this done. Well, she might get to level 36, but that's going to be really quick. And I might try to go a little bit past that, just because I didn't think she was over 80% of the way to her next level. So it's a really strange little thing there. Alright, so this lovely heart about the ravens and crap. Whatever. Alright, anyway. So, yeah, I don't really, as usual, I can't really guarantee that I'll have anything fascinating to say. But, I'm gonna give it a shot, because I haven't done a Let's Play video for a while. And I don't have the stuff ready for my next Game of Thrones review, because while we're in the middle of Season 5, it's just really hard for me to get back into the mode of watching Season 3, which is where my reviews left off. But anyway, these freaking NPCs here, they're dead every 2 seconds. Like most NPCs. Like I said in my other video, from now on they're going to be referred to as non-player corpses, because that's what they are. Anyway, is that a raven acolyte? Yes. I'd rather just give these idiots the eggs, because you can only put one egg at a time in the stupid nests. So you can give them a bunch at a time. But anyway, yeah, I don't know. I got the portal finally, so I'm thinking that I should probably try to record the beta test, even though it'll probably be too noisy to record at the time of beta, but, you know, whatever. I figure that's the only way anybody will get to see the beta testing if they don't actually get in it themselves. So, even though it'll probably be too noisy to record at the time of beta testing, I'm going to have to try to record, just so the people that aren't going to get in at least can see. Not that I'm going to be doing your typical tour. When I beta test, what I'm going to be doing, if possible, is just seeing if I can find anything in the beta test that actually would interest me. Because from what I understand, all the new maps are going to be like 3 biomes, and the top biome is going to be a jumping puzzle for every single new map, and I loathe jumping puzzles so bad that I don't think I'm going to enjoy a single one of the new maps, and I probably won't even be able to get anywhere in the new zones, honestly, because I'm so horrible at jumping crap. And also, all my tunes except for my engineers are Zerkers, and everything they're saying seems like they're trying to do away with that so that Zerkers aren't going to be able to play the game anymore because they're sick of everybody being Zerkers, which is basically, if you honestly don't know what that means, it is when you stack all your stats with power, precision, ferocity, because it does the most damage the quickest. So it's always been the best way to go if you want to get things killed quickly before they have a chance to kill you. And I'd say 90% of the players use those stats. But from what I understand, they're trying to make it so Zerker stats are going to be pretty much not the thing to do anymore, which basically means all the people that have spent tons of time and money and whatever else getting their Zerker gear, it's all going to be useless. Yay! Which basically is just thrilling. I mean, they say they want diversity, but at the cost of everybody having to get rid of all the gear they spend all kinds of time and money on. Not a good idea if you ask me, but whatever. And yeah, so, and then of course there was that lovely little interview thing they did where they said that they want to go back and change all the combat in the game. They want to change it, even including the existing stuff, not just the new stuff, but the existing stuff. They want to change it to make it so groups of people, this is like almost an exact quote, groups have to try a fight 30 times before they figure out how to beat the thing. So I read that as they want to make the game unsoloable. And I only play solo. So they want to make sure none of my stats any longer work. They want to force me to do jumping puzzles if I want to go to any of the new zones. And they want to make the game completely unsoloable. So, in case you're wondering why I have a bit of a negative opinion on Heart of Thorns, these are the things I've been hearing. That basically they want to make a solo player who doesn't enjoy jumping puzzles and has Zerker gear, make it impossible for that person, i.e. someone like me, to play the game ever again. So, yeah, that's the real reason I tortured myself for 4 days to get the portal. Because I want to see if that is actually what they're going to do. Because if they do that, the game's going to basically become unplayable for me and anybody like me. Although, I know everybody on the planet loves jumping puzzles or whatever, but yeah. So that's why I killed myself trying to get the portal. Just to see if there's anything at all that would be still enjoyable for me in this new version of the game. Or if I'm, like, not understanding correctly the things I've heard, if I'm just taking it wrong, and it's not actually going to be the way it sounds to me like it's going to be. So that's why I wanted so bad to get that portal and get into beta. Because when I get into beta, I'm not just going to, hey, here's a tour of the new areas or whatever, like I'm sure a lot of people are going to be doing. What I want to do is find out if there's anything at all that is going to save the game for me in the new game. Of course, I've never done a beta before. I don't know exactly how they work. It might just be some crap like what they did at that convention where here's a little 2 inches of space within the new game that you're allowed to play in during this beta. You're not allowed to do anything else. Just this little 2 feet of space, this one little area, this one little zone, this one little fight, this one little story. That's all you're allowed to do for the beta. I don't know if that's how it's going to be, but if it is, well, that's not going to help me any at all, and then that 4 days will be for nothing. So, yeah, I don't know. I'm just... Honestly, this was my favorite game, and I'm not trying to be, negative all the time, but everything I've heard just sounds to me like they're going to make it impossible for me to ever play my favorite game again. And it has me a little bit pissed off, because I've been playing this game for 2 years, and that's because it's been my favorite game, and I've enjoyed the game for 2 years. But everything I heard seems to me like everything I liked about the game they're going to take away. They're going to change. And that's very upsetting to me, because I really, really did like this game a lot. And it sounds to me like they're going to destroy everything I liked about the game. So, yeah, like I said, I'm not trying to be negative, but that's all I hear is horrible, horrible things about Heart of Thorns that are going to make it basically not be possible for me to play the game anymore. And it's really upsetting me. So, yeah, that's why I wanted to get into beta, because I want to see if maybe I'm overreacting. Maybe they're not explaining things the way they need to. Maybe they're only talking about the horrible parts, or what I consider to be the horrible parts. I don't know. That's why I wanted to get into beta so bad. Just because it's the only way I'm gonna know if there's anything at all about the game that is still gonna be playable for me. Alright, I don't know. I'm just wandering around aimlessly at this point, because that event that I just did with the dredge is about the only time it's easy to get this stupid heart done. Because I covered this in my other one, where you can't even move and attack when you're in the stupid snow leopard form. It's annoying. See, you can't even freaking attack and move at the same time. Pain in the butt. I'm so close, but not quite. Okay, and I leveled. So, normally that's where I always end the video. What do you want, dear? I'm done with you. Oh, and now the moa wants to start too. Okay, anyway. Yeah, normally that's where I end the video. At level. But, since for some reason, Chicky Chick here was almost leveled when I started her. A treat point. Am I gonna have to go buy something? Yes. Ugh. Don't even know why I bother putting it in power, because apparently that's no longer going to be remotely useful. Clones cripple nearby foes when they are killed. Illusions deal more damage. That's, I think, the one I usually go with. Empowered illusions. So I have to go buy that stupid thing now. And normally I don't waypoint, but like I said, I'm just fed up with everything I've been hearing at this point. So I'm taking shortcuts and crap. And of course they don't show the freaking... I think it's this place is where the trainers are, I think. It's Holbrack. I don't spend a lot of time there. I usually just map it and then I'm done with it. Unless I'm going to, like, Dredge Hunt or Wayfarer. But anyway. So, yeah. Like I said, this was my favorite game. I used to love this game. I'm scared that they're going to make the game completely and totally unplayable for people like me. Solo Zerker hates jumping puzzles. So if you're a solo player, if you use Berserker stats, and if you hate jumping puzzles, it sounds to me like the game is going to be completely unplayable for anybody that fits into those three categories. So yeah, and that's why I was trying so freaking hard to get into beta, just to see if there is anything at all that I'm going to enjoy in the new game. And that's why I was torturing myself to live in Silver Wastes for 4 days. Alright. Anyway. She didn't pick up any gear either. Hate these things. They just waste space. Okay. I'm gonna go sell that one stupid piece of junk since I'm here. Because, you know, it stacks up. Okay, it says you're a merchant, dude. How come I can't just talk to you like a normal merchant? It's telling me greet. Or am I just looking at the wrong thing? I don't know. Ugh. I keep trying to, like, you know, watch more videos about Heart of Thorns in the hopes that maybe I'll hear something remotely good about it. Alright, guess we'll go do this stupid heart. Alright, so yeah. No, this was going to be just a regular Let's Play video, but all that's on my mind is just, you know, everything I hear about Heart of Thorns is making me very upset about it, and I really want to get into beta and find out. And I still don't know when beta is. I don't know if I'm so far behind in my email I haven't noticed it, or if they haven't sent it out yet, because I think they just took the portals out of the game yesterday morning. So maybe they haven't sent it out yet because they were waiting till the portals were no longer in the game. So maybe I'll get it sometime now that the portals aren't in the game any longer. At least that's what I would think. They're not in the game any longer, because originally I believe they said a week, didn't they? They were going to have those drops for a week. Well, it's been a week, so Tuesday to Tuesday, and this is Wednesday. So, alright, loading screen any day now. Come on. I swear these loading screens used to be much shorter. I don't know, maybe it's because now I've got a real video card, so it's got a lot more to load now. Like, on my old video card I could barely see anything, so it didn't really have much to load. So maybe that's why. That's why it's, like, taking so much longer to load. Alright. So, I don't know, I'm hearing cars. I don't know if people are home or if it's cars going up the road. I swear, I live in the middle of nowhere, but there's so many cars going up and down this road, you'd think I live in the middle of the city. It's kind of ridiculous. But anyway. So they still haven't changed the animation on this, where it just looks like a commune skill point when you try to erase graffiti, but whatever. If that was the only problem, that would just be lovely. No, I know, I don't want people to think that I'm a game hater. I'm really not. I have absolutely loved this game for the last 2 years. And the reason I'm so upset is because it is a game that I've loved. And it sounds to me like they're going to make it impossible for me to play this game. And it's just really upsetting me. Because this game is the main way I stay sane, by keeping my mind off of all the other BS in my life, by playing this game. And sounds to me like they're gonna make it freaking impossible for me to ever play the game again, so there goes my only escape from evil reality, is no longer going to be an option for me if everything I've been hearing is as bad as it sounds to me. So I don't know. But what I was saying that sort of started this rant is, when beta happens, I'm going to have to probably, try to record, because there's not a non-disclosure agreement. Apparently there was one for other betas or whatever, but there isn't one for this. So you're allowed to record it, talk about it, whatever. And I usually, what the heck, is that guy dead or what? I don't even know. Okay, but anyway, so yeah, even though I hate recording when there's other people in the house, because when there's other people in the house, it's usually way, 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 way too noisy to record or sleep or anything else. But anyway, so yeah, I don't usually record when there's other people here, but since beta's probably, well, the last one was like only 2 little 2-hour windows, so if it's going to be that way again, that means I'm going to have to record during those 2 little 2-hour windows, whether or not it's noisy and horrible here. So that's going to be interesting, I'm sure, because I do want to record it, because I know a lot of people probably didn't get the portal, considering I spent a lot of time there before I got it, and a lot of people probably weren't able to spend the amount of time that others have spent there, that I forced myself to spend there. So a lot of people probably didn't get the portal, and the only way they're going to see beta is if somebody who got into beta records it. So that's why I'm determined to record all 4 hours of the beta if possible, because like I said, that might be some people's only way of seeing it, and like I said, I'm going to basically just spend beta searching for something that I am still going to find enjoyable about the new game, if possible. So, but then again, like I said, if it's just here's one little area and one little character and one little story that you're allowed to play, then I won't be able to do that anyway. So it really just depends on how it's set up, because like I said, I've never done any beta testing before, so I don't know exactly how it works, if it's always just going to be one little area of the game that they're testing, and if that's the case, well then that 4 days was a waste of time, because I don't want to get into beta just to play one stupid little area. I want to get into beta to explore everything I can explore, and find out if there's anything that is going to keep me able to play the game, because I can't do jumping puzzles, and I'm almost always solo. I can't be in a party every time I play, and I can't deal with jumping puzzles. And I hardly ever actually get into parties when I play, because I never know how much time I have before I'm going to have to, just log out unexpectedly, and I don't want to, screw people over. If they're, depending on me to do something with them, then I don't want to be, the person says, oh, well, sorry, I guess you guys can't finish it because I got to log off without warning, because I have to do that frequently. I have to log off without warning, and I don't want to, screw people over. So I usually don't even bother partying up with anybody because of that. So if I can no longer solo anything in the game, that basically means I can't play anything in the game. If every single thing in the game is going to require a party to have to, do the fight 20 times over before they can figure it out, there's no way in hell I'm going to be able to do that. It's not going to be possible. I can barely get into a party for an hour, let alone to try the same fight 30 times. I mean, you've seen just how difficult it is for me to record for even an hour. And I can't I can't group up with people and guarantee that I'm going to be there. And so I always solo. But if they're going to make everything unsoloable, then I guess I'm screwed. And it's really upsetting me, because this is, like I said, this is my one escape from reality for the last 2 years to keep my mind off of everything, has been this game. And it's like they're gonna take it away from me, and who the heck is shooting at me? Yeah, if they make it unsoloable and make it so I pay the money for the expansion pack and then can't even go to any of the new zones because they're all jumping puzzles, and I can't do jumping puzzles, then yeah, basically my one escape from reality will be gone if that's what they do to this game, and it's upsetting. It's really upsetting. Okay. I'm gonna help this person with their skill point, and that actually brings me to a different subject, just because this reminds me of that. The other day, my Sylvari Ranger was mapping Snowdon Drifts, and this one guy, he was going off on people in map chat for helping him with a skill point. Yeah, you heard me right. He was having fits in map chat because he was trying to do a skill point, and somebody came in and helped him. Probably because they also needed the skill point, or possibly because they were just a nice human being who helps people like I usually do when I see people in a fight. I feel weird just walking past somebody who's fighting and not lending a hand, because it's like, I would get annoyed if somebody walked past me without helping. I mean, yeah, some fights, a lot of fights right now, you don't need help with, but still, it's just kind of the polite thing to do, is if somebody's fighting, hey, throw a couple of hits at the thing they're fighting just to speed things up for them, to help them get through things quicker. It seems like the logical, civil approach to life, or the game, I guess. And this guy, he was just having a fit because he wanted to solo the skill challenge. And I'm sure that if he would have just said, hey, I want to solo this, then the other person would be like, okay, you're strange, but they'd step back. But he just got annoyed because somebody was helping, and that's so strange to me. Like I said, I don't get, and I get annoyed if people don't help, and I get really freaking annoyed if they don't res me or revive me or whatever, as you saw in my last Portal video. But that's so bizarre to me. That is so bizarre. Somebody gets pissed off at people for helping? It's weird. It's weird. Now, I could see. Now, as you know, if you've watched any of my videos, you know that I played World of Warcraft for 6 years before I came to this game 2 years ago. And I could see people getting pissed off in World of Warcraft, but let me explain. If you're not familiar with World of Warcraft, the first person that hits a mob, I don't even remember exactly. It's either the first person that hits the mob or the person who gets the killing blow. Only one of them, if there are two separate people, only one of them will get any credit, any XP, any loot. Only one person. Unless you're in a party. and then still only one person gets loot. And that's the way it worked in World of Warcraft. If there's more than one person in a fight, only one person usually got loot, and if there was a discrepancy between levels, and there's a high level helping you with a low level fight or whatever, you wouldn't get any XP. And basically there's a big problem. If you're not in a party, chances are you aren't going to get XP or loot if anybody helps you. And if you are in a party, still only one person gets the loot. But that's the way it was in World of Warcraft. So, I can see in World of Warcraft people being pissed off when somebody helps. But this game is not like that. It is not like that, thank goodness. That is one of the best things about this game, where you don't have to be in a party at all. You can still help other people, and everybody gets XP and loot regardless of level. And that's the way it works in this game. And that is a wonderful thing. See, I'm saying something positive. That is a wonderful thing about this game. So there literally is absolutely no reason under the sun to not help other people in this game. None whatsoever. The only exception might be if you're doing something that's timed and you don't have time to stop and help somebody. But beyond that, there is really no reason at all not to help. Because everybody's going to get experience, everybody's going to get loot, and everything's going to go a lot faster for other people. So, yeah, there's just no reason. No reason at all not to help. And then this guy starts going off on people for helping. Needless to say, everybody in map chat was pretty much telling him, "Are you serious? Are you kidding me right now?" And it's basically, he was like saying, "Oh, I don't care if other people need this skill point. They should stop and wait for me and not get done with what they need to do because I'm the only person in this game." Okay, I know there might be more than one person, but still, one of the only people in this game that doesn't want help. So we're all just supposed to wait on him and not get our skill point done and go against the logical way of playing? I don't know. It was bizarre. It was so bizarre. So anyway, if you see a toon named Fang Mordrim Slayer, do not ever help him. He will be very upset if you do. So I guess if he's fighting a champ or something, let him just die, because he doesn't want help. He was talking about skill points, but still. I mean, if I did see that character, I'd be like, well, I ain't helping you with nothing. I don't want you going off on me like some crazy person. So, yeah. Anyway, that was just a little strange occurrence that happened the other day. And yes, I'm done with the heart, but for those of you who may not know, there is a chest at the back of this cave. Not to mention a POI. So, there's the POI, but might as well go in here and get the chest too. Even though it's almost always crap, but hey. Whatever. Then again, this toon's only level 36. Maybe something will be good for her. Oh, a rifle. Yes, that will be very good for my mesmer, thank you. And it's not even masterwork. But yeah, I can't help myself. I must get every chest if possible, and I must harvest everything if possible. It's probably why it takes me 3 hours to get anywhere in the game, because I'm constantly harvesting stuff and going out of my way when I don't need to and helping people. Just a bunch. And I mean, I'm sure you've seen on occasion, if you've watched any of my videos, I will walk miles out of my way to harvest stuff, res people, whatever. Because the thing is, I mean, I've always done that, but now it's like I have one toon that has world completion, and most of the time there's nothing for her to do. She's like a bored housewife. There's nothing at all for my human ranger to do except chase really crazy achievements and or craft. And if I don't have the mats, I can't craft. And a lot of the achievements I don't even want to try because they're like jumping puzzles or dungeons, stuff like that. And I don't even want to touch it. I don't even want to touch it. And so yeah, when I'm on my human ranger, I'm just like, what am I going to do with her? That's another reason why I'm upset about the possibility that I won't be able to go to any of the new zones, because they're just going to be jumping puzzles. Because her especially, all my tunes, I've got 680s right now, but that one especially, she really needs something new to do, because I don't do dungeons and I don't do jumping puzzles. So that knocks out almost all of the achievements. Anything that you need to have a party to do, I don't usually do, and I don't do jumping puzzles. So that tune really needs some new stuff to do that she can do solo that isn't a jumping puzzle. So yeah, I'm gonna be very, very annoyed if this tune was my first 80. She's been 80 the longest. She's the first one that got world completion. And yeah, she needs new stuff to do. Because there's Living World, but Living World Season 2 was almost completely unsoloable. There's parts of it you can solo, but a lot more parts that you can't. And even the one part that I stopped at on my neck, I don't even know if I could do it with other people, just because it's got ridiculous AoE and not even any mobs to fight. It's just ridiculous AoE. But anyway, so yeah, I'm one of the few people that likes leveling alts more than just running around on some 80. Hoo-hoo. Alright, let's aim for that fish right there. Yeah, that's it. Yes, I always do diving things. If I think of them, if I happen to be near them. Alright. Oh god. I just saw what heart was next. A stupid rabbit food heart, which I freaking hate. It's so tedious. It takes forever. Ugh. But anyway, so yeah, I actually am one of the few people that enjoys exploring and leveling alts and stuff like that, instead of the, I guess, majority, I don't know, the majority of players. I'm not really trying to do this, but he was looking at me. But anyway, I'm not really in a hurry to get to the rabbit food heart. But the majority of players, I was going to say, that, is he like glitched? What is up with that cow? I guess he's glitched. But anyway, I was going to say, I'm getting so distracted. A lot of people, they get one tune to 80 and then that's all they ever play. And that's fine if you enjoy that. I just really don't. I get too bored only playing one tune, one profession, one character. And plus there's the fact that most of the stuff you get when you're playing an 80 is gonna be pretty useless. So it almost makes it like there's no point in looting half the time. Yeah, there's a rare occasion where something good might drop, but that's usually only during like a boss fight or something. But yeah, I get way too bored only playing one character and only playing my 80, because I look forward to, what am I going to get this time? Is it going to be something better? Is it going to be an upgrade? Is it going to be, something useful? And when you're on an 80 who's all decked out in exotics or ascended even, almost every piece of loot in the game is kind of pointless. And also, you no longer get your level up rewards. So it takes away a big chunk of the game once you hit 80. I mean, I have 680s, and I do plan on getting all my tunes to 80. It's just, I have more fun, I think, during the leveling up process than just, running around a tune who isn't going to pick up anything remotely useful the whole time you're on her. I don't know. And that's another reason why I really want this new content in these new zones. Because once again, my 80s will be able to discover new and exciting things, which they haven't been able to do in a long time. And that's kind of something I enjoy. And if I can't even get through the new zones, well, yeah. Gonna be a problem. So, yeah. And I don't even have as many tunes as I originally planned on having. I've got 21 tunes, yes. But I planned on having 27. I just haven't got around to getting the last 6 character slots yet. So, anyway, because I only play 3 3 races, and there's going to be 9 professions. So I was going to have one of each profession from each of the 3 races, so that's 27. And I only have 21 right now, and of course I can't make the Revenants until Heart of Thorns comes out. So yeah, I'm still 6 tunes short. And as for this stupid annoying heart, the only way to do this without going completely insane is to use mouse movement and just spam F the whole time. So if you're not aware of mouse movement, instead of moving with WASD or the arrows, you can hold down both sides of the mouse at the same time, and your character will move in whatever direction your mouse moves. That leaves your other hand free to spam F the entire time, and occasionally hit the 1 to speed up. So that's about the only way to get through this annoying freaking heart, is if you use mouse movement, which is the holding down both sides of the mouse, both mouse keys, and then just hitting F with your other hand the whole time so you can scare away the stupid annoying freaking rabbits. And it's also easier if you face your character in the direction of the dude that you're turning this crap into. So you can probably hear me. I'm just hitting F this whole time because that way I won't miss any little rabbits sneaking up on me unless I, drop the ball on the hitting F. So yeah, that's about the only way to get through this stupid annoying freaking heart, is you move with the mouse and you hit F the whole time with your other hand. But anyway, my throat wasn't that bad at the beginning of this video, but now it's getting really bad. So, should be interesting. I don't know. I don't want people to think that, I'm hating on the game. I'm not hating on the game. I'm hating on the changes I've heard about. And most of them are very upsetting sounding, if I'm understanding them correctly. So yeah, that's my big gripe, if things are the way I think they're going to be. But anyway, it's about to get noisy here, so I'm going to end it here, and hope you enjoyed more of my ranting, if that's possible. Anyway, bye all.